The Practical Guide into Writing a Research Proposal. Lesson 14. Objectives of the study. Objective of the study is what you intend to accomplish when you design your study. Remember that at the end of your study, you should provide your suggested solutions to the underlying problem. In other words, the objectives of the study should arise from the problem statement. The objective of this study is to assess the influence of service quality programs provided by the university on their students' intention to pursue postgraduate study immediately after completing their undergraduate study. Objective of study. If the objective of your research is to determine the alternative solution to an underlying problem, be straightforward and tell your audience what you plan to achieve in solving the problem. If you have more than one objective, you can list down specifically after your introductory sentence. Example of objective of study. The objective of the study is to obtain a clear picture of service quality dimensions in higher education from the student's perspective and how the quality of service influences the loyalty of the outgoing students. Specifically, the objectives of this study are: 1. To identify factors that affect. 2. To examine the influence of. 3. To determine the probable cause of. 4. To refine the current understanding of. 5. To measure the strength of the correlation between. 6. To study the effectiveness of e-learning in. 7. To evaluate the cause and effect of. Tips. An example of how research objectives flow from the purpose. Statement of the study. The purpose of this study is to assess the influence of service quality performance on students' satisfaction with the university. At the same time, the study would also like to assess the influence of students' satisfaction on their loyalty towards their university. Objectives of this study are: 1. To verify the dimensionality of service quality in higher education, namely functional quality, technical quality, and image quality. 2. To assess the influence of every service quality dimension, functional quality, technical quality, and image quality, on students' satisfaction in using the services provided by the university. 3. To evaluate the impact of every service quality dimension, functional quality, technical quality, and image quality, on students' loyalty towards their university in terms of positive recommendation and market retention. 4. To determine the influence of students' satisfaction on their loyalty towards postgraduate study at the same university. 5. To examine how certain socio-economic variables moderate the relationship between service quality and students' satisfaction with the university. 6. To verify how certain socio-economic variables moderate the relationship between students' satisfaction with the university and their loyalty towards their university in the future. Tips. Be practical when you state your research objectives. The audience will have a perception whether your objectives are reasonable and achievable within the time frame and the resources available. Objective of study. 1. To investigate the current tax structure, which includes tax complexity, penalty rate, and tax rate of HICE in Malaysia. 2. To examine the non-compliance determinants, namely income level, type of income, and strategies used by HICE towards tax non-compliance. 3. To evaluate the non-economic factors, particularly perception of equity, perception of fairness, and attitudes towards the government that influence HICE behaviors. 4. To determine the socio-demographic determinants of HICE from the resolved Audited cases towards tax compliance. Thank you for watching. Please continue lesson 15.